take it as a thinking process. There's one way that you will never get that allows you to rapidly experiment with forms like spatial relationships, lighting effects, construction details before committing to like the actual design or the formal design. Before that, the sketch gives you the flexibility to combine all these things. The sketch actually activates both the analytical and then the intuitive parts of the brain. That being said, as a student, you have to begin your sketch with a site responding to the need of what the client wants or what the scheme is asking for. You have to use like flow diagrams, all these things we do, bubble diagrams and stuff like that. They are not merely drawings of those things. They are probing spatial problems and offering solutions whenever you look at them critically, unless you don't do them right. But when you do them right, they are probing the spatial problems and offering solutions at the same time. Many students who excel in studio carry around small sketchbooks and draw constantly, like whether they are in the bars, at meetings, during field work, breaks, whatever they are sketching. These sketches may seem insignificant at first, but they often become the seeds for like compelling design decisions. Everyone who has a sketch pad always have options. Like I was doing this and then another option came into my mind. So I decided to do this and then another option came. So they are always with options. But those of us who don't do sketches right, the option is about just one. And if that one is shut down, it becomes problematic. Now designing another option becomes so problematic. That's where the sentimentality comes in and you don't like, no, if you have options, you don't have problems. But because you don't have options, it's been shut down. You're thinking about how to start a different thing altogether again. Well, that is your problem. So I think that when you dedicate yourself to sketching more, you don't go straight to using a computer. So that when it is being shot, you feel that all your efforts, all the things that you have put in place have been destroyed. But with the sketch, you choose one. Then now if you are flowing on the computer, you know that this is what has won among all the other wonderful ones you have produced. So you just flow with confidence. You just flow with some good strength or positive energy. Visual thinking, I would also like to talk about strengthens your ability to communicate during critiques. A strong sketch can often express what 10 sentences will struggle to say. A strong sketch, what 10 sentences will struggle to say. A strong sketch will say it simply without any difficulty. So I'll say that craftsmen build from memory, right? Take note of this. Craftsmen, they always build from memory. Intuition and spatial logic are passed down through oral traditions, like we all know, right? Good. Now, this underscores the idea that sketching is about conceptualizing, not just copying, not just copying. It's about conceptualizing, and there's a difference. You find out. In modern practice, this legacy is reborn when students use like charcoal to shape. Yeah, these days they don't even do it anymore. A light steady or a pencil to draw a cross-yard breeze simulation with an iPad. You know, the iPad now you can get even charcoal. You can get every Renaissance material that has never even been there before or born. You can get it on the iPad, depending on what brushes you are using and other stuff you're doing to get all those things out. It reconnects our modern training with the embodied spatial intelligence of our ancestors, which is very crucial. Design again must have character. Design must have soul. If there is any connection what you're doing today to what has been in the past. Like one architect will say, you have to design for the future and having in mind what has happened in the past. Then you're good to go. I don't see any reason why you should struggle during trees. This again is coming back to what? Sketching, which to me, as an architect, we shouldn't even call it sketching. We should call it visual thinking. Every sketch by an architect is a visual thinking. Every sketch you produce on a sheet, just take note, is your brain that you're putting on that sheet. If it doesn't look mature, that is how immature your brain is. If it looks fantastic, that is how grown your brain is in your head. So take note of that, right? Hmm? All right. So ultimately, sketching helps you to own your design. When you do the sketch, you have this uh, ownership of what you're doing. You own your design, and it's allow you to test, feel, and reimagine quickly. As a student, as a designer, hmm, like myself, don't focus only on making beautiful sketches. No, forget about beautiful sketches. I don't believe in sketches that are beautiful. Make intentional strategic sketches that reflect your design journey. Over time, these drawings build your design literacy and confidence. which no software tool can substitute. You understand that? Forget about beautiful sketches. There's nothing like beautiful sketches. Make intentional, strategic sketches. Strategic sketches that are very, 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 very intentional. What you are intentional about, that will reflect your design journey, your design process, your thinking process, and everything over the time you are doing this. And these drawings will build your design literacy. There is design literacy, so you need to really make sure that you explore that side of your brain too, and to build your confidence. And when you have that, you can present very, 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 very well and get all the good praise that you have to be given. No software to can substitute this. You need to build your brain and your capacity for it. Now, I'm just going to talk about the last thing. Perhaps we should talk about the rest tomorrow. And I wanted to speak about 10 things, but I'll just do 5 today and see hopefully tomorrow we can do the rest 5, which we'll talk about how to speak during juries. Tomorrow we'll talk about how to present yourself during juries, how the 3 ways to come to juries. We'll talk about the 3 key things at juries that will give you uh, the, the good start and then the successful ending for everyone to embrace your design and to embrace you as a very serious person. Okay, so the last one I'm going to talk about is model making. That is bringing your ideas to life, mastering the model making.